Bundle of Lagodi is supposed to be Chippenstow all the way like it was to Bedford here. Thought they were doing that
Anything
Chippenstow.
better than what it is. You
Well,
get down there,
anything up here on this bridge right here would be better than anything.
Okay, are we ready?
Call the meeting to order, stand for the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Teresa.
Yeah.
The salary and wage order.
Yeah, here's copies. Sorry, that's why I was running late, because we're having trouble printing this off. Oh, shoot. Page. The only change is the back page, the very top, or sorry, the shortest page, the one with the letter size. The commissioner decided to take away opt-out, and instead they're proposing a,
starting,
well, they didn't call it stipend, it's compensatory program. What do you call it? So all full-time and elected employees would get this just for this year, so it's not guaranteed, but $4,000. This year, instead of, do away with the opt-out, and then people could, if they take the HSA insurance, they could elect to put that money into their HSA account, and it would be tax deferred.
Wait,
Thank you.
just don't listen.
Yeah.
This is your paper. All right. Look.
Teresa,
Yeah, and Teresa's the expert, really, so.
if he's wanting to max out his HSA and have it tax deferred, can he have you to put it all in and then turn around and write you a check for the premium? Cause some people have to pay.
I don't know, we'll have to check.
I would think he could, and then that way it goes tax deferred.
But he's wanting to do more than what he's paid, is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah,
well,
no, not more than his pay, but if all of his, because he can put in 8,500, well, the
Right.
council pays just over that. So if he puts all of that, the max into the HSA,
Yes.
then he's gonna owe you for the 100 and,
The
50,
insurance
whatever.
premium,
but then he can write you a check for that, I think, right?
we have done that in the past, yes.
Makes a little more work.
It's a lot. We were trying, I had asked Michelle this year if we could get away from that, because that is really,
Hard to keep track of. But you
Yeah.
are checking to see if he can just write a check to them also, right? Didn't somebody start that process?
to see, yeah, see if you could just write the check direct to them if you wanted to. Yeah, see what we can do.
Because I would think there has to be a way that you, even if it's money he's paid tax on, that it comes back on his tax return, I think, but I've never dealt with that.
Yeah, no, I don't know either. I haven't dealt with it either, so we'll see what we can do.
Sounds like she's got to dig some more too.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You wanna max out and pay your premium. That's what you wanna do.
But then in order to take advantage of the tax deferred, like the easiest way around it would be to take what we get paid and take all of it, pre-tax, put it into the HSA, and then whatever is left over, because I don't think, we don't make enough to cover that and the premium. Then I would just owe the premium, essentially.
Then you miss a tax deferral on that too. Because it's a pre-tax item, insurance is pre-tax and you'd miss if you pay a pre-tax, I can't give you the pre-tax credit on it.
So either way, it don't matter.
Yeah. So what you need to know is.
Yeah,
if
which
you-
way we can do it.
if you can just pay in. And
Yeah.
I think there's gotta be, because when we had it before, I know we could pay in more than what we
Mhm.
collected. I didn't ever do it, so I don't know what's involved, but that was,
You like to capture all the pre-tax you could, so.
That's
Okay.
the point.
Right, yeah, and that may be something we have to direct to Amy to get set up with the people that's gonna do the HSA, handle that for us, the bank that's gonna handle that, as well as.
Yeah, I know when I had a HSA in the past, I could make deposits to the bank. So.
And maybe they can just make it directly there.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure
Right,
there's a
we'll write a
way.
note on it, and then give you, we should email that, for
Of the council.
61.
Okay.
Divided by 7, divided by 7, and divided by 26. Get you close. Yeah, that's about right, because I think it's around 191 last
Yeah,
year.
196.77.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then your perk will come off that too, off that gross, so that's what we want to talk about. Okay.
Teresa,
I'll just do it.
Yeah, I better. So the only other change on here was in,
That one.
oh,
I know.
Hey, you broke those stipends
mhm,
out.
I was waiting for them to.
Okay, we're ready to listen again.
The only other change at the very bottom right, Fund 1216 auditors and ineligible deductions. I realized on the last salary and wage, it just said stipend. So I figured to cover myself, I needed to break it out. So now it says auditor stipend and then, and then deputy and clerical stipends. On this second page, so there's part of it down there. And then it should start.
Yeah, it overlaps, so it's.
So they're like this.
You got two of the same pages, yeah, sorry.
That's,
Maybe it didn't, well, there it is.
About no one paid him.
It goes-
So it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you put them like
Yeah,
this.
okay.
Sorry,
It runs like that.
I've always printed on one page, so this was the first time printing on 2 pages, so you guys could better read it.
Okay.
And that was the only change, right?
and this is worded right, or,
Yes, what you guys think?
You already, with the page 2 change, you already know that.
Yeah, that's what. I started out with that and.
so she mentioned it, but she has on here for 26 only because we gotta figure out where we're at after the year. After the governor fixed everything for us.
That's kind of what we've been telling everybody. It's just, year by year basis.
There's not really, the section you're talking about here, there's not really any changes with that.
No, we took out, you know, it said opt out on the last one, so we took out the whole section about opt out.
One that I'm looking at, like pay scale on EMT.
Oh yeah, none of that was changed.
It was,
No,
No.
it hasn't been changed.
and the ambulance service hourly rate may be adjusted within the position. That's also good.
Mhm. I do see something that we talked about, Teresa, it says for all full-time and elected officials, I think we talked about full-time employees. So I think I do need to put full-time employees there.
Change it.
Or, where you talking about
Very
there?
top.
Yeah. Full-time employees instead of the way it actually reads is full-time and elected officials.
Yeah,
Yeah, Teresa caught that, we were gonna change it, but
So they'll say full-time employees and elected officials.
should
yeah.
the next thing also say full-time employees? Department heads will determine the full-time. Right there,
Mm,
full-time employee rate. Had to be the other two.
I don't think.
well, full-time. We didn't change that, so that's kinda how it's always been.
With your person like Connie in there, is she paid so much per hour, or do you have so many hours for her to work a year?
Yeah, she is hourly and, you know, we have her budget.
So you have so much budgeted,
For
and when she
hourly.
gets there, then she does.
Yeah, she kind of watches her hours, so especially at the end of the year.
She
like,
does,
It'll
good,
decrease if she's gonna go over budget,
okay.
so. Cause yeah, there's certain, you know, around property taxes are due, she has to work more, so she kind of flexes her hours to make sure she's within those,
Okay, good.
yeah,
She's a good worker.
yeah.
She's a good person.
Any other question from this? Anybody want to make a motion that we can go ahead and vote on it while she's written out the new one?
I'll make the motion that we. 2026 salary and wage ordinance,
There's a number on it.
2552,
53.
53, 25-50. 3,
No, 53 on this long one.
yeah, 2553.
Second for
All in favor?
I agree.
Unanimous. So does this one have to be done separate or that all part of it?
That's all part of it, it's just,
I mean, okay.
2552, you had yours on.
oh, that's a separate one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
This-
amendment.
And then it's up that.
Yeah.
So we figured, since we're already having a meeting and, Teresa was working on year-end, prosecutor sent over a stipend for one of her funds, 2501. You guys had approved that budget back in March, I believe, because it wasn't in last year's, department budget meeting. But at March, I failed to put that on the salary and wage ordinance, so we realized, last week that was not on there. So it was already in the budget, it's, you know, just kind of tying up loose ends that it gets on the salary and wage. And kind of the same with the next two, the 8102 and the 8103, the public health emergency preparedness and the co-op agreement for emergency response. Those I brought last meeting, that I had to change the fund numbers because of the federal grant from the 9,000 to an 8,000. So I brought the transfer request and I brought the budgets, but I failed to put it on the salary and wage. So,
And
So
her,
Are we doing a bonus stipend of 5,000 and a bonus stipend of 4 in 2501?
No. No, this would be next year's, this long page.
The one we just approved.
We have to approve this year, yeah.
This one, we approved this one. in
Oh,
March.
we're still wanting to do this for this year.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's kind of because I failed to put on there in March.
Okay,
And that's. no
sorry, I didn't
elected
realize
officials,
25.
Right,
Yeah, no elected officials.
have a motion for that one,
Make a motion to approve salary ordinance amendment for the employees for only for 2025-52 for 2501 of 4,000. And changing the 8102 to 8103 from to those respective numbers from 9,000 numbers.
I'll second.
second, all in favor? Unanimous.
And, the health department. Just a couple weeks ago, doing their year-end budget reviews, this budget, this 9102 runs mid-year, so it's really a July 1st start date to a June 30th. But the county works on, January 1st to December 31st, of course, so this transfer request is just to cover those year-end expenses that, are needed to be paid, and just transferring from a 3,000 line to a 2,000, so from wireless card postage, $108.88 to pod supplies, same amount.
I'll make the motion to approve the line item change.
Jim's motion,
Right.
Bonnie second, all in favor? Unanimous. Other essential business. Is Zoom one,
Yeah, it is, but nobody's on there
okay,
We're not large.
tonight. People will watch it later, but
courthouse will be closed Wednesday, December 31st for New Year's Eve, and Thursday, January the 1st for New Year's Day. Our next county meeting, council meeting will be Monday, January the 5th at 6:30. Anything else?
Make a motion to adjourn. Second.
All in favor? That was good.
Mhm.
That's kind of a short meeting.
yeah, I forgot started.
Careful, that's the first one of the year.